Hello, Mother. This is Half Mental, the show that's 90% baseball and the other half mental. I'm Holt.
And I'm Dan. We're here with your AL Central preview. AL Central fans, here you go.
We are here for your AL East preview.
Oh, God damn it.
Today will be the first division breakdown of the AL East, and we'll go through the American League, National League, and then a season preview to wrap it all up on the morning of opening day.
Yeah.
AL East, Dan.
AL East, bottom to top rankings. Worst team in the AL East is the Rays, Tampa Bay Rays. That's who I've got.
I actually have the Orioles.
Okay. So here's what I see happening for the Rays is they traded Longoria.
Whoa.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers.
They traded Longoria. They traded Steven Souza.
Yep.
Basically, they have Colomb, their closer, and Chris Archer left on the team.
Yeah.
And that's just trade deadline bait at this point. So they're not going to be good for the first half, and then they're going to trade their only two good players, and they're just going to fade away.
Yeah.
Whereas I think the Orioles are going to hold on to Machado all year.
See, I think... Okay, so my number 5 here was the Orioles.
Yeah.
And I think, same thing. I will say they've got a little bit more star power with Adam Jones in center field.
Yeah.
And,
Stroop.
Yep, and like...
Second baseman.
Do they still have... Did Dylan Bundy do anything? I think they have Bundy.
I don't
who's
know.
Pretty good in the bullpen.
I don't know.
So anyway, but I think the Orioles will definitely get rid of Machado at the deadline.
I just think the owner's not smart enough to do the right thing with Machado.
Okay.
And I think Orioles fans agree with me, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Okay, and then for depth, so I'm assuming it's not great.
Right.
So that's why I have Orioles last place, then the Rays. Third, I'm assuming we agree on.
Blue Jays.
Blue Jays.
Yep.
My big note here is healthy Josh Donaldson. Do we see a return to MVP form?
So I've read a good bit on Josh Donaldson. There's been lots of talks of him being traded to St. Louis. He's been amazing.
Yeah.
He is legitimately
he's an elite.
Yeah, he's
major league
one of the top
baseman.
handful of hitters. Period.
Yeah.
They got Marcus Stroman.
Yep.
Who's tons of fun.
Yep.
Not bad to be a Blue Jays fan. But they're not in a great division to feel good about themselves.
Yeah. That's probably the bottom line there. Okay.
Second, we agree on again.
Yeah.
Boston Red Sox.
Boston Red Sox, which this is going to be, as it has been for a long time, a tight division. I mean, I'm sure the first wild card spot comes out of the AL East.
Yes.
Red Sox are a really good team. The Yankees are
better.
Just a little bit better. They did enough to make them.
So the Red Sox went out and added J.D. Martinez, the big bat of the offseason. Finally, they went back and forth a bunch. It was like he was always going to land there, and it just took forever for them, for both sides to figure it out. Still got Chris Sale, Kimbrel, right?
Yep.
Their outfield is super fun.
Right.
Benintendi,
Mookie
Betts, Jackie Bradley Jr.
It's
like
arguably one of the best 1, 2, 3 outfielders.
Yeah, and they're all 25 and younger, I think.
Yeah, they have a really young core because then you've got Devers at third, who was rookie last year.
Yeah.
Hanley Ramirez, who's always awesome.
Yeah, right? I read a lot about Hanley Ramirez, like, feeling really good about himself again, and, like, he's lost weight, and, like, is legitimately, it's like, well, how do we find him at bats on this team now? Whereas last year was like, oh my God, we've got to have Hanley, we got to pay him for another year.
For me, the key players are: does J.D. Martinez have the season he had last year? And if David Price can have a return to form, then all of a sudden the
really
Red
disappointing.
Sox, he's been pretty much awful since he joined that team.
Will this be his third year there now? Right? He's had 2 seasons as a Red Sox.
Yep. And last year was like pretty much a wash completely.
Yeah. Not been good.
No. But if those two guys can perform like they have proven that they can in the past, then I really think that division could come down to the last couple weeks.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then, obviously, we'll talk more about the Yankees, but for this one, I put new coaches. Because, Alex Cora
and
Aaron Boone are first-year coaches in Major League Baseball. and they're coaching these two teams who have so much talent.
I forgot about that.
I think it will actually come down to which coach can figure it out quicker.
Gosh, I forgot about that. I guess I feel better about Alex Cora. He seems like a smarter, little bit more like...
I feel better about Alex Cora, too. I stayed up late one night growing up when Alex Cora was playing for the Dodgers and watched a game and an at-bat that I'll never forget. He fouled off like 18 pitches, and on the 19th pitch, he hit a home run.
Nice.
So I think he'll do better than
Aaron Boone. So that means he's probably a better manager than Aaron Boone.
No, but I think it's interesting because I think maybe, even though I put Red Sox second, I think it could come down to managers.
Yeah.
For these first-year managers, and if I had to place a bet on one of the two, it would be Alex Cora.
Agreed. Let's talk about
the Yankees, who we both picked to finish first.
So, Yankees had a great year last year, a little bit ahead of schedule. Yeah. Young guys played better. Obviously, Aaron Judge had a huge year, and they went out and got the reigning NL MVP, Giancarlo Stanton.
Yep.
And for some reason, I'm furious that he's probably going to DH for them. I'm not one of these, no DH for any reason, but Stanton is a good fielder. Did he win a Gold Glove?
I'm sure he has.
I think he has.
Couple, yeah.
And he is apparently the DH now.
That's crazy.
I know.
I didn't know that.
It makes me, sad.
And
but,
also,
Judge is a good fielder.
Crazy that he's coming off an MVP season.
Yeah, and he's sort of getting demoted.
Yeah.
So the Yankees have sort of, foolproof themselves to an extent. Even if, my note says... What if Aaron Judge is just an all-star player and is not the monster that we saw last year? Which is totally possible, right? Absolutely. Any player can have a great year, and then if he can even out at a perennial all-star, that's a great career, right?
Yeah.
But even if he does that, Stanton's probably going to do something, or Gary Sanchez, they've just got all these guys that just hit the ball so hard.
Yeah.
It's just they're throwing quantity and quality at it, and so it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, and they just picked up Neil Walker as
we'll give Neil Walker $8 million and he'll play third and second for us a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, who would be a starting franchise player for some teams in Major League Baseball.
Yeah,
I think for the Yankees it's really going to come down to starting pitching.
Yeah.
Their bullpen is supposed to be outrageous and the best bullpen that's ever played baseball. We'll see if that pans out, but I think it's going to come down to starting pitching. And again,
is it a race to 100 wins in this division?
Oh yeah, I forgot I have magic numbers.
Yeah, so I'm not in tune to this, but
no,
what you're?
I think it's gonna. You're gonna have to win. You're right. 100.
I think it's the first.
I put 98.
Yeah, I think, but the first 100 wins.
Yeah. Yeah, so AL East looks like it's, for half mental, it's for the Yankees.
Tightest division in baseball I've got. I think it's absolutely the hardest to win.
Yeah, agreed.
Because it's the two of the best teams.
And also such a rich rivalry coming down.
I know, it's cool. I sort of love to hate on the East Coast stuff, but it's kind of nice we didn't have a long lull when Yankees and Red Sox games mattered.
Yeah.
Because they mattered, a handful of years ago. They were really exciting.
Right.
And then it went down, and now it's going to be back. And I am kind of excited about it.
I agree. All right. Well, that's it for AL East.
Yeah, there you go, AL East fans.
We will see you guys tomorrow with AL Central.
Cheers.
Cheers.